Hello, welcome to a new video. So, the last video we have discussed about C++ and also we have seen some programs and the questions. So, in this video we will be discussing the solution of those and how to write a program in C++. So, basically what I have done is you can choose any online compiler from Google and then type your program C++ program there and find out the output. You can see the output there. So our first question was display a message on the screen. So for that, it's a very simple program. How to display, the only you have to put out a message of hello world. So you need these things, that is hash include IO stream. You need hash include IO stream for including the cout and cin, as I have mentioned. Then you need main function. Since you're using int, you need to return 0, and directly you are going to write cout function, cout stream, and then use this operator, and directly you're displaying this hello world to the screen. So it will get an output like this, hello world. Next one is to read a value from keyboard and display it. So in the last video I have mentioned you have to use cin for getting an input from the computer. From the keyboard you need to get an input, means you have to go for this cin. So let's see this program how it works. You can change anything in the program. It's not necessary to write as it is what is given on the screen. You can include some information from your side, but the basic thing is you have to use your cin for inputting and you have to display it. So what is done in this program? Always this is must to include IO stream and then write the int main always and put in the curly brackets, and since you are using int here, return 0. And then here you can see I told you for this the main thing is cin function. The main thing is cin. So just for a user to understand what you have to do, otherwise the cursor will be blinking there and the user or the whoever is inputting the value, they will not know what you have to do in the program. So here this cout message is given just for an understanding. Enter a value so that it will prompt the user to enter some value. So only this is for that, this line is for that, and any value what you're going to input should be an integer value. So we have to declare that variable a that we are going to enter. So for example, if I enter 7, 8, 9, all value has to be integer or a float value. So that I have to mention at the very first int a, that is being done at this top, and then I am entering a message of entering a value, message to enter the value, and then whatever the value the person enters or the user enters, let it be 8, so that has to be read through this cin. Cin helps in that, and once it is read in the memory, you just output it to the user in the same way. The value entered is this. That means the double quotation, whatever information is there inside the double quotation, it will appear as such, and this a stands for the value that you have entered. So if you want, I can just show you how this will work. I'm using Google Chrome, then I'm going to Google. There I will be typing C++ online compiler. I'm choosing this one, and already it has the C++ code inside them. Here you can see. So what I have already typed this program here. So my program is and we will try out this program. Click here, and you can see below enter a value is being typed. So this is the output that you can see. This portion is the output, and enter a value. For example, I'm entering 6. So when I enter 6 through cin, 6 is the variable, that is a. So 6 gets stored into a, and then the keyboard reads the value cin using cin, and then what happens when I am pressing enter? Again, the value entered is shown to me. This is based on this cout output. I enter a value because cout enter a value is given 6, any value that I give, and then cn helps in reading the value and storing in the memory, and then how to see the value through this cout, which is to display onto the screen, and the value is entered is being displayed as 6. Okay, so this is how a program works. So these programs you can write by yourself here and find out their output. If it is not a proper program, it will not show you an output. You have to make mistakes and learn how to type a good C++ program. Okay, let's go back. Please find any two numbers and their sum, difference, product, quotient and remainder. So for that, this program is written here. I need two numbers from the system. A and B is being used for that, and I'm using another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 variables for storing each output. And for sum and difference, if it is integer, the value also will be in integer only. And just I'm mentioning it as product, as float. You can take int also, that's not an issue. Product, then quotient. Sometimes if you divide two numbers and if it is in floating point value, that value also has to be shown. So I just selected float, and then use mode. So I have given all this as float. Then cout is to enter the values for two variables a and b. So cin helps in reading those. So already it is being told when you use two operators, this is known as cascading of operators. Okay, two times the same thing is used, it's not one. So the first value that you use will get stored to a, and the second value will get stored to b. After that, some operations are being done here. So a and b are being added and stored to a variable sum. They are subtracted, stored to difference. Product, they are multiplied. PRO is used for storing their result. A and b divided, and this variable is for storing their result. Mode gives the remainder, and this is the symbol of that mode operator, and it gets the output and stores in the variable mode. After that, using cout, every result is being displayed. So you can see here double quotation sum is. So this is the sum is message will be displayed. With that, you will get the variable sum. Okay, and del is used for going to the next line. So like output should be displayed in the next line from here. And difference is, this will be typed as this is the program, and let's see the output. Int a comma b has to be entered. So it's asking for enter value of a and b. So I'm going to give 5 and 4. So you can see here 5 and 4, sum is 9, difference is difference is 1. Product and quotient, product is 5 into 4, that is 20, and 1 is the quotient of that. That means when 5 gets divided by 4, the quotient it will get is sum in float, but just gets by divided by 1. This is the whole output displayed. Next one is size of operator. Check out the output. Directly you have to use the size of operator, that will be the output. Either you can store the size of each integer, float, char, double in separate variables and then display it, or directly you can do it this way. Also try out the programs. Next, we enter one value, another value, and the value gets changed. 5 and 8. Before the value of 5 and 8, now the value is 8 and 5. 8 takes the value as A before swapping. B takes the value as 8 before swapping, and after swapping A becomes 8 and B becomes 5. So it uses a third variable temp in this program. Without using an extra variable also you can swap it, but this is the basic program. Try out that program also. Next is to show if 166 is an even or an odd number. So directly we are using a kind of operator, question mark ternary operator. We have already seen in the chapter. So that means if this portion is true, this will be the output. If this portion is false, this will be the output after the colon. So here what I have done is, you have to see in this program if 166 is an even or an odd number. So 166 is, to check if it is an even number, you just have to divide by 2 and see whether its remainder is 0 or not. If it is 0, that is even. If it is not 0, it is odd. So I'm using that logic here. 166 when you find the 166 mod 2 gives you the output 0, since it is an even number. Okay, so if it is true, this is the output. If it is false, this is false, this is the output. So what will be the answer of this one? ANS will be 0, since 166 gets divided by 2. This program also can be checked. This gives you 0, this will be the output. For any other number, if you want to check, like I'm checking for 169, so and output also should be that way, 169. So what do you think it will come if it gets? I don't need this. It should not return 0. See, this is not an even number. This way output is displayed. So use this compiler, online compiler, for finding the output. The basic program will be typed there. Check out your output so that you become much familiar with this C++ programming basics. You will be able to understand the concepts there. The first one is dash operators are used to test. Let's use dash operators are used to test the relation between two values. That is relational operators. Next one is C++ provides two operators for which only one variable is required. So one variable if you need, that is unary operator, then it is binary. The process in which one predefined type of expression is converted to another type is called type conversion. A blank does not understand the contents of a comment and ignores it. A compiler will completely ignore whatever is commented inside the comment. That means after the double slash, it will just ignore it. It is just for understanding of the programmer. The operator plus plus is known as increment operator, and the minus minus is known as decrement operator. Next one is a computer value of an arithmetic expression is always a numeric value. Yes, always arithmetic operator will give you a numeric value. That is true. Next one is n/n is a remainder operator. No, mode is a remainder operator. This is false. This is for next line. You have to escape character to go to next line. Arithmetic operators on characters is allowed in C++. Yes, you can use when arithmetic operators. We have already seen an example where the character of lowercase a is being taken. That means the ASCII value, ASCII value will be read for that if you take the characters. Output of logical AND operation is true if one of its operand is true. For AND, both has to be true. For OR, any one true. That will work. So this is false. It should be AND here or here. Plus equal to is a compound assignment operator. That's true. Okay. So these are the true and false. And next one is evaluate the following expressions. It is given as 5 by 3 multiplied by 6. So it is based on the order of precedence. That means which operation will take place first, from left to right. First it will come from left to right, and then it is 5 by 3. That output will be like 1, and then when you multiply by 6, that will be the output shown to you. So it should come as 6. 5 by 3 should give you 1, and then when multiplied by 6 should give you 6. Okay, so yeah, next is 6.0 into 5 by 3. 6.0 is 6, 6 into 5 is 30, 30 divided by 3 gives you 10. So that should be the output. Then 6 multiplied by 5, then 3. The same thing, what is the previous one, since multiply from left to right, it will be having the order. And if some brackets are being mentioned, that will have the highest order than the other operator like multiplication or division. Since it is not, bracket is not there, this is the way the output will be. Even if you want to check out this, you just have to go to that online compiler and type out this. Type it out here. So what was your first one? I'm just checking the second one. That is 6.0 when multiplied by 5 and divided by 3. So if this is the output, you can just put it inside cout. Output is given here, cout. The calculation, if you can also use a variable to store this result, then display it. That is also useful. Next one is 6. Again it will give 10, and the other one was 5 by 3 into 6. So output is 6 here. This way you can check the output. So these are the terminal questions which are already discussed in the video. So check it out and try to answer them. If you have doubts and queries, please mail to the mail ID that is being given in the channel. I think all the other discussions are being done. These are based on the precedence and calculation. Try out this program. Try out these 3 programs which are being given here. And you also have to find out the program for square. So square is very simple. You just have to give a number and multiply it 2 times. Cut. Just try out this square program. It's very easy. Take or read a number and then multiply it twice. So it will give you the square of the number. So these are the solutions. Thank you.